Hey there, my name is Ray Forchion, and I am a filmmaker involved in the festival. I'm a producer, and I've got 3 pictures in this year's festival, which is really, really exciting. We've got Hip Hop Headstrong, which actually just showed earlier today. We've got Film Hustle, which is a documentary that's about the marketing of the film. My business partner and the director of the picture, I think, spoke earlier, possibly. And then also we have a film called Confessions of a Thug that's in the festival that we're really excited about because it was actually picked up and released by Warner Polychrome a few years ago. The films really, in a very general sense, are about hip-hop, like all 3 of them in an odd kind of a way. This particular group of films. The first film, Hip Hop Headstrong, is the story of a guy who is the world's biggest hip hop fan, and we like to say, also the world's biggest loser. It's really a very, very funny comedy, and we're developing the piece actually for television. We've had some interest in that area.
Bang, bang, the boogie! Till you jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie. Now rock! You don't stop. Rock it up, make your body rock. How? Hallelujah! Woo! Hallelujah! 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 Amen. All right, praise the Lord. Praise.
I don't believe it. That's from Rapper's Delight.
Hey! You a fraud, man! My boy here, he says you copped that from an old school jam, Holmes.
Shh. Be quiet. Have a little respect for the Lord.
You should have a little respect for my eyes with that hat, lady.
What group?
What?
I said, what group is that from?
The Sugar Hill Gang.
Tell me more.
Well, it was originally released January 1st, 1979 on Sugar Hill Records based out of Inglewood, New Jersey. In fact, it was the first top 40 hip-hop single, if you were wondering.
Since you such a hip-hop expert, tell me when did DJs start cutting and scratching?
And then we have the other picture is called Confessions of a Thug, which it's actually a hip-hop musical. It's kind of like, we like to say it's kind of like Chicago meets The Godfather in a way. It's really kind of wild. And then lastly, we have the Film Hustle, which is actually a documentary about our marketing of Confessions of a Thug. Confessions was the first movie, hip-hop musical movie, to be on the cover of Billboard magazine when it was released, which is really kind of a neat accomplishment. And that movie talks about the ins and outs of putting together a marketing campaign that every filmmaker can use because the old paradigms aren't the same. And the idea is that once you get a deal, a distribution deal, if you're blessed enough to get it, the job has just begun. And we say the deal is just the beginning. You have to be responsible as a filmmaker in terms of how you're going to get your movie out there and get the public seeing it, and also try to make some money off the project. Otherwise, you got the world's most expensive home movie. What I think about this particular festival is this is fantastic. One of the things about it that I love is the fact that it's so intimate. You know, people are really hands-on. Everybody greets you when you're, out and about and meeting people. There's no real sense of some of the snobism that I've seen at a couple of the other festivals that I've been to. When I'm asked what my best advice to filmmakers is, that's always a tough question. Because the first thing about it is I think you have to have a passion for the project that you're going to do. You got to think about it maybe as a marriage, because you're going to be married to the project that you do actually forever, because once you shoot a film, it does last forever. But also it's a long process. You know, I think that one of the key things that you can do is before you roll the first piece of film or the first bit of digital or the first bit of tape, you got to be prepared. And what I would suggest is that you surround yourself with as many professionals as you possibly can to make your job easier. Because also, if you're going to be directing the picture, if you're going to be acting in the picture, you really need to know that the other areas, the other artistic areas are covered and that you're protected in the making of your picture. That's crucially, crucially important. And also, you've got to be aware of the fact that it is a difficult road. In your budget, you want to also earmark some monies for the marketing of your picture. What's really sad a lot of times is I deal with a lot of first-time filmmakers as a producer, and also as a consultant, one of the things that's important is, you know, they get the money together to make their movie, and then they don't have the money left to even fly to the film festival where their film has been accepted. You know, and you want to try to block for that type of thing. But passion is key, and you got to have that.